Their journey began on April 9, 2004 when SSG Matt Maupin was taken captive by insurgents and held in an unknown location. A close-knit community and the determination of the Maupin family to locate their son was the impetus for a massive campaign of sending care packages plastered with Matt's picture to those most likely to find him. Every package asked the same question: have you seen my face? The Matt Maupin Computer Lab was donated to the LSA Anaconda Education Center in hopes communication would start chatter about Matt and hasten his return. After 4 long years, Matt's remains are found and returned to his home in Claremont County, Ohio. After Matt was returned to his family, the mission to support soldiers deployed in harm's way did not falter. During the course of continuing conflict, our community has lost far too many young people. The volunteers of the Yellow Ribbon Support Center want to assure Matt and all of our own are not forgotten. Their goal is to remind Americans to appreciate troops serving in harm's way every day. Like Keith Maupin, the Yellow Ribbon Support Center and all of our volunteers make our troops one of the first thoughts of our days. Our first question is, when and why did you start this organization?
Probably after 04 when Matt got captured.
What's the purpose of your organization general?
Our mission is to support the men and women served in harm's way and remember those that don't walk off the plane. That's pretty simple.
Do you have this organization in multiple places, or is it just here?
No, just here.
What do you do to raise money?
We do different events, go to places.
Why is this organization important to you?
Well, to me, I think half of it is to make sure that they don't forget Matt, but the other half is those guys that are deployed, those men and women that are deployed, they don't have a Walmart. So we just want to give them a touch of home and let them know that there's people back here that appreciate what they're doing.
How and why is this important to the soldiers fallen and the ones still alive?
Well, fallen, at least will be remembered, because they will be remembered. The whole purpose of that thing is we give a scholarship in the name of a fallen to the school that they last attended, but the whole thought is if they're mentioned one more time, they're not truly forgotten. And as far as the ones that haven't fallen, I don't, when they come back here, but while they're there, we want them to know that they're not forgotten, and we're going to support them until they come home. Well, our mission is to support them, and to me, there were a lot of, I don't know about women, but I know there were a lot of men that went on missions looking for Matt, and I want to try to touch every one of them and tell them thanks, and I have no idea who they are. So if we just keep sending boxes, pretty soon we're going to reach them all, hopefully.
About how many people do you help with this program?
100,000, 200,000 or more. Because not only that, it helps their family as well, because they can bring their stuff here and we'll help them mail it. Matt was, he was just a good kid, and he was going to go to college, but he went to talk to some recruiters. So he joined the Army and thought that, that when he's done with his, whatever it is he's doing, they're going to pay for his college. He knew what he wanted to do, and he watched the towers fall, and I guess it was, he wanted to do his part. Life's about choices, and the choices you make will affect you tomorrow. But he knew what he wanted to do, and he knew how to get there, and that's what he was going to do. And he forgot about the bad guys. He didn't come back the way we wanted him to, but they left a lot of soldiers in Vietnam, just left them. They come home and never even really done much to find him. And it dawned on me that they're going to leave him. And doors started opening. And I met, by the time it was all said and done, I met President Bush 18 times. And I said, I got to tell you, sir, that I will breathe my last breath before I allow you to leave Matt in Iraq like you did those boys in Vietnam. They were going to leave Matt, and that just wasn't going to happen. And then people understand it. This is what we do. And there is no other mission that we have. I'll help anybody do anything, but there's nothing more important to me than those that are serving in harm's way. You have your battered women, your pregnant women, your cancer stuff, and the people that take care of dogs and things, but that's important as well. But they can't do what they do without what the troops do, what they do. So to me, this is my number one priority. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this to support the men and women serving in harm's way. Remember those that don't walk off the plane. as long as and until the community stops supporting us, or until they all come home, and then I'm going fishing. It's pretty simple. But I hopefully one day it'll work.
So this is a non-profit organization. So then does anyone get paid, or where does all the money go?
Everybody here is all volunteer. It goes to do what we need to do. You got to keep your lights on, keeps the van running, but nobody gets a salary here. But I didn't want nobody out there saying that's what he's there for, that he's just in it for the money, and that wasn't going to happen. I mean, I flip my light switch, the lights come on, I'm a happy camper. Been a long time since I bought a toothbrush, though.
Where do you get most of your donations from?
You know, I really can't say that. Like these little events, and we just kind of try to raise awareness for this stuff. But the problem with that is we never know when anything's coming. You know, I mean, we don't know what's going to be here tomorrow. So what we try to do is to be really, really stingy on how we spend this money, because it's not my money. I'm just a caretaker, and I'm pretty damn cheap when it comes to spending it. I don't spend it if I don't have to.
If you got the $1,000 money, what would you do with it?
So one of these large boxes now costs $19.68. So with $1,000, we could probably mail 50. That would be what it would go for.
Do you know how the soldiers feel? Are they expecting a care package, or?
No, because they never know. I don't know them, and they don't know me, and we get addresses. They just come. But I want to make sure that box gets there and don't come back like that one right there. That one come back the other day. It just makes me so upset.
Who benefits it, and why did you start it?
The homecoming, it was more, you hear all these companies that go out and they want to do these job fairs. When they do a job fair and they kind of say they're hiring vets, that's particularly who they're looking for, is those people that come back. And so what this program does is it puts that company's information in front of them while they're still serving over in Iraq, Afghanistan, wherever they are. And it cuts through a lot of red tape. They can go straight to the source. Instead of going here, then here, then here, then here, they can go to that company's recruiter.
About how many packages have you sent to soldiers and families?
Like 25,960 something since we started tracking. And that was probably 6 months after we started sending boxes.
So how much money have you awarded in scholarships?
Over $550,000 in secondary scholarships. It's my job to make sure that Matt's not forgotten. It's your job to make sure that yours is not forgotten. But it's all of our jobs to make sure that none of them are. And this year, we have over 100 soldiers and Marines and military that we honor, so they won't be forgotten. And with the thought we do that dinner, so if they're mentioned one more time, they're not truly forgotten. I mean, I don't have to do this, but I'm compelled to support those that help me get Matt home. Yeah, to me, it's not about the money, it's awareness. Because you know what, but at the same time, you got to have money to mail these boxes, because the post office don't do it for free.
Because different points of time when you walk in here, these shelves are stocked with stuff. And you can see they're not as stocked as they could be.
Pretty empty, yeah.
They're empty.